Hey folks, this is Monk, and we are back with another episode of From the Canopy Film Show. And I'm joined as always with my co-host. We got Cornelius, aka Evil Corny.
Hey, what's up?
All right. So the next one I'm gonna bring up is All You Need Is Blood. And this was interesting because I do have it showing here as 2023. I guess that's might have been the initial premiere. But I think there was an 2024 release for it, and I think it might be just now hitting, the digital rental and sales. So that's probably why it's kind of buzzing right now. But this is a horror comedy film, and in this film, when a strange meteor lands in his backyard and turns his father into a brain-eating zombie, a 16-year-old aspiring director teams up with his friends to create the ultimate student film. And this film stars Neil Sethi as Vish, who's a friend of Bucky, played by Logan Riley, who is our young filmmaker in this film. It also has Emma Chasey, Mina Savari, Eddie Griffin, and Louis Mastillo also pops up in here. And we got a few other bit parts in this, including Walter O'Keefe, who I believe, yeah, he plays a dad in this.
Yeah, I think.
So, yeah, I did just catch this, man, right before we started the show. And this one, oh yeah, Eddie Griffin, yeah, I mentioned that too. So this kind of is a one of those films that's about making a film in a way, also a little bit of a, teenager. It kind of reminds me a little bit with some of the setup like 8 millimeter,
Mm-hmm.
with that film where we had those young filmmakers, doing their thing, and in the middle
Not
of
eight
that,
millimeter, Super Eight.
Super 8,
Eight,
yeah, that's
eight
what it is.
millimeter is a whole different
Oh yeah.
movie with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
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 that's
that's a whole different setup. But
yeah.
yeah, Super 8. Yeah, Super 8 where they're making this film and then just something a bigger thing just happens and kind of, interrupts in the middle of that. But for the most part, this is an enjoyable this is a horror comedy film. And it's wild because, in the beginning we kind of get some prehistoric footage of this phenomenon as it had happened in that prehistoric time. So then we flash back to modern times and this kid trying to get this movie together. And that same thing that happens in the prehistoric times happens to his dad. And it just creates a lot of chaos because at the same time, you got this dad who's zombieing out in the midst of him making this film. He's casting people, he's trying to have meetings and get some funding. You know what I'm saying? It's just a whole lot of chaos going on. And then just the chaos of them dealing with all that and still being crazy enough to try to make this film. That's kind of wild, man. So this film, man, it has a lot of that indie spirit in it, where I feel like this filmmaking, they're having a lot of fun putting this together. Like you can see in the practical effects, some of the performances that the actors are all into it. It doesn't feel like this is above them. Like even Mina Savari, she's getting down with the craziness, and it's just really
She's
wacky.
disappeared. I hadn't seen her in
Mhm.
years in anything. By
Yeah,
the way,
yeah, it's just a wacky, crazy time of a film, man. You know what I'm saying? So, what you think?
had a lot of fun with this. A friend of the show, Creepy Girl, it's supposed to be on Trick or Treat Radio tomorrow, and this is one of the films she's covered, and she was kind of bragging about it. So I was going to give it a shot just to see what it was all about. And
Hmm.
I, this is probably the biggest laughs I think I've had out of a film in years. Um, it's parts of it that's just crazy. And right now I can't really think of what to compare it to, but I had a
Hmm.
lot of fun. I had a lot of fun watching it. It's almost
Yeah,
like if Bowfinger was like a horror film or something, you know.
yeah, a lot of like slapsticky, just horror kind of goofiness that's going on, and like there's a moment where like there's like a zombie turtle, and you're like, all
Yeah,
right,
that's what I was fixing to say. That
it's like all right, this is crazy enough, but then it just gets crazier and crazier, just like
but they never really
wild.
explain. They never really explain how that happened either. All of a sudden, you see this giant turtle just show up.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's wild, man. It's just wild, man. It's just a nutty, like as crazy as you could get, man. I don't know if it's going to be one that I'm going to be like itching to go back to, but in the moment, man, it's definitely a fun time. Like I'm really curious to see what these people who made this pull this off. I think yeah, Bucky LaBouffe is he directed? Is he related to Shia at
I
all?
was, I was gonna I was gonna ask you to look it up because
Yeah, but I wonder what this guy could put together, given like a bigger budget and just some more serious or but maybe this is his angle, man, the comedy, man. So just give him a bigger budget, maybe a bigger story to tell too as well. Maybe instead of just this small house invasion, make it a town invasion or something bigger. I'm just curious to see what they could pull off. You know, with this imagination, it's definitely like I said, this thing is low budget, but they knocked it apart. Like the gore, the practical effects, they look really good. There's a little bit of digital stuff, but even that looks good. I feel like the cinematography is pretty good. And what they've managed to get out of the actors, to help sell this film is a pretty solid release, man. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's. I had never heard of it, and like I said, Creepy Girl, was covering this week and
Hmm.
suggested I watch it. And like I said, this is probably the most fun I probably had,
Hmm.
at home watching anything in a while, because it's parts of it. This film is just wow. You get
Yeah.
it's real gory, and if you sensitive to blood, I wouldn't watch it at all, or sensitive to
Hmm.
zombie turtles, or
That is a
just
funny that's a funny aspect because our director, he's sensitive to blood. Even the fake blood freaks him out.
really.
And yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Remember?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy. But Amina Savari, she's been active pretty much the whole time. Just hasn't been in a lot of movies, I think, that are broken through to mainstream. I mean, even if you look at her 2024, she was in Prey, which is interesting. It's like it's crazy because Prey was made twice. I think it's the same damn movie, and there's no because the Idris Elba did the Prey with the lions, and then Ryan
Okay.
Felipe went back in to say him and Emil Hirsch. Another same story. A plane crashes and they're trying to escape lions. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I don't know. That's weird. But she was also in Reagan, a film called Ick. Also, the Dresden Sun. So that's just in 2024. It seems like she's been working several films per year for a while now. Since she first popped up on the radar. Just that some just haven't broken through so well.